$10 billion. A whopping $10 billion. Or like Kofi Batel quoting a friend of his, $10 whole billion. That is how much Nigeria loses annually through illegal mining. Illegal mining. Now, there is this report from the National Bureau of Statistics, which states that the mining sector contributed only 4.47% to the gross domestic product. That's our GDP. That was in the fourth quarter of 2023. Fourth quarter of last year. Just 4.47% was what the mining sector contributed to our GDP. Now, that is a big decrease. In 2022, same time, fourth quarter, it was 4.51. So 4.47 is a decrease of 0.4 when it's supposed to be going up. Now, the Kwara State Commissioner for Solid Minerals Development, his name is Afiz Alabi, he's come out to say, and I quote him, a ton of lithium sells for over $70,000, yet hundreds of trucks of lithium are illegally moved out of the state without record. Without record. Hundreds of thousands of trucks. 1 ton is $70,000. Now, there's this security expert. His name is Nuruddin Adetula, who estimates that Nigeria loses over $10 billion every year in this sector. Over $10 billion of loss every year. There are media reports that indicate that unlicensed miners are chasing lithium across the country, wherever the thing can be found. Now, what is lithium? Like, you know, well, that's a mineral that drives the transition to renewable energy. So whether it's battery or it's, you know, even you use solar, you still need batteries for your inverters to store the energy. For self-driving cars or electric cars or everything, lithium is critical. And we have this thing. Who would have thunk it? Now, despite intensified government crackdown, illegal mining continues to thrive in Kwara State, in Ogun State, and some other states. Ordinarily, you can understand this illegal mining is driven by the global high demand for the minerals. Now, despite the fact that there is existing legal framework, and quite a number of these legal frameworks, including the Miscellaneous Offences Act, Caption M17 of 1983, which prescribes life imprisonment for mining without a license. Well, these laws are rarely ever enforced, so nobody cares. The result is a lucrative but unregulated mining industry that bleeds the state and nation of revenue. Rampant illegal mining. This is contributing to the dwindling fortunes of the agricultural sector. There is a connection. We will get to that connection. Good morning. Welcome to the Fintex show. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. We talk about the non-oil export sector. We also talk fintech and fintech peripherals. Ni Adeosun is my main man. He's our non-oil export coach. He's with me. Good morning to you, Ni.
so while you're reading out your intro, I was watching you and I'm laughing. You know, I've missed you in the last 2 weeks, right?
I have missed you.
So that's the way to go. You know, when I'm looking at Kofi on this side, I'm like punching him at you. You understand? You know, because it was just tackling us last week.
I will come back to Kofi.
So it's good to be.
I will come back to Kofi again. Before I come back to Kofi, let me say welcome to Razak Olaigbe. That's is the smartest man I know. How are you doing, Razak?
Good morning, Lagos.
What are you better than?
I am better than the flood.
You're better than the flood. Kofi Bartels is also on the broadcast. He's my host, really. Kofi says I don't do this show, I don't do it. He and Sheriff are the most powerful people in this company.
Sir, please. Sir, please. Whatever I need to, I'm sorry.
You don't want to die young.
I'm sorry.
By the way, I said I was going to come back to Kofi. Kofi made me listen to radio this morning. Now, typically, I don't listen to radio early in the morning because usually I'm afraid that my day gets spoiled. So I don't catch up on radio at all at home until I start driving. And because we have so many stations, there's Wazobia, there's School FM, there is Nigeria Info, there is Kids FM. So I'm flipping our stations to see what's going on. And usually I just stay in one that catches my attention. Kofi caught my... Funny enough, today my wife turned on... I didn't even know we had radio in the house anymore. Again, story for another day. So my wife turned on radio, and my kid who does hybrid classes was going to go into his class. So by that time, Kofi had already hooked me. And my wife said I should turn the radio off. I said, turn waiting off. No. So I was just literally carrying the thing, Quine once, and put the thing in mute. So meaning I had to keep it far from where my son was having his class, where I needed to be to get ready for work. I couldn't be there when I needed to because I couldn't leave the conversation. This whole NEPA thing, if I didn't, because I didn't even see what the topic we're going to talk about. I was like, God, let it be. I want to continue that conversation. But illegal mining is all connected. We did say there's the agricultural leg to it. So I want to hear from you guys. First off, though, we are streaming live. That's on Facebook and YouTube. You can join the conversation. Nigeria Info, you cannot miss it. Go right now, you'll see us live. Myself, Kofi, Nii, and Razak. And you are going to need this number, so just in case there's not enough time to reel it out to you again, you are going to want to ask questions. So put this number down. It's not the regular studio WhatsApp number. It's the special one for this conversation. It's 0912-171-2885. Again, I was listening to you guys on the drive last week.
Oh, you did.
Kofi
now you understand.
Kofi
been bullying me.
Kofi is what you call a fuzzy maraca. Well,
Oh my God.
091-2171-2885. I made a very long drive on Monday. That's why I couldn't be here. 0912-171-2885. Somebody's supplying us music somewhere. I don't know who I should shoot, but all right, let's get to it. Nii, I'd like you to tell me about your lithium experience because I know you have lithium experience.
Yeah. So thank you, and thank you, our listeners. At the beginning of it, my journey into export business started with solid minerals. All right. So that's I could say that's my tough. Used to be my tough actually. And it is heartbreaking. All right. Listening to you this morning, you have to tie the conversation about power. That Kofi had earlier on in the day with this new conversation about lithium ore. Now, so lithium ore is, people call me, you understand, ask me questions, Mr. Nii, where can I get lithium? Where can I get lithium? I hear those things. So, we have done lead, we have done zinc, we have done copper in the years past. And it is heartbreaking when you look at it. Now, we're having power issues. Lithium, that is supposed to be a source of alternative energy, is being exported. It's been stolen, all right, from from people who mine without government authority. You got it. Why should we be talking about power problems when we have lithium ore? So what exactly is the problem? Look, I know it on clear authority that there is no geopolitical zone in this country that does not have a mineral or an agro-produce, you understand, that is a cash crop. None. So we're that blessed. You get that blessed. So why should Nigerians be grappling with poverty? So it's heartbreaking. When you have the conversation, I'd listen to you, we'll do all the laughing, and I'm saying no. You know, the proper thing, government should do what government is supposed to do. While you had that conversation, I was telling Razak earlier in the day, I said, look, the guys you call artisans, nobody's an artisan miner that does not have the backing of somebody. I'm telling you, there's nobody, all right? Again, when you talk about resource control, let's come to the core of it. The responsibility of government in a federation is that people have access to whatever they have there, and they pay the government some kind of royalty, you understand? Because the federal government must also have money to be able to do stuff. So what is wrong with us? You got it. So you have crude oil. You know, I was looking at a report this morning. You know, as I just woke up, I saw it on Facebook. So somebody brought a particular mineral and put a tester on it, and it brought out light. Right. So the person brought out tester, right, and put on the mineral, and it popped up light on this thing, on the soil in the north.
I think I saw that on social media.
In the north. So this, I know what the mineral is, you understand? These are part of the things that are causing banditry in the north. It's about resources. Unfortunately so, you get it. So why should we be poor? You get it. So I have contact, I come in contact with these requests about these solid minerals. This same lithium ore, at some point, Elon Musk was looking at that direction. And I think I remember the news was that he was being told that, look, you should come and set up a factory in Nigeria, you understand, if you want our lithium. And that is the way to go. So that our people can have jobs, you understand, so that the industry can be here. And there can be, there can be knowledge transfer, you understand, to our people. And these are the issues. And government has to really take it seriously.
The Chinese model. All right, we've got to take a break in a few seconds. The other question in my head is, again, you've answered part of it, but for people to understand, is to try and explain a little further as to why lithium is in such high demand. And how we really can maximize this thing. Because you just went to that Elon Musk. I am asking myself, can we even process lithium? Can we use it? Do we have factories that process this thing? Why are we like this in this country? We'll leave all of that for right after the break. This is the Fintex Show. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels with Niyi, Razak, and Kofi. Right back at you.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Looking for ways to overcome challenges in your career journey? The perfect time to step into a world of opportunity is now. At Markets for You, a trusted, well-renowned online training company with over 17 years of experience and customers spread across the globe. Discover a new way to earn and learn by copying top traders from around the world. No previous experience required. If you're over 18, you can start earning profits from the comfort of your home today. Visit www.marketsforyou.com or call 0912-779-0500, 0912-779-0500 today to start your journey towards financial independence with Markets for You.
It's a new era. The UEFA Champions League is back. The best clubs in Europe clash in the most dramatic fixtures. Watch the UEFA Champions League live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus and stay connected. DSTV, your home of football.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate, #1 oral care brand in the world.
Auntie, you are enjoying, oh? Only you. Peppered rice, amala, nkwobi, masa, cake, and now ice cream. I hope you have Justifies on you.
Justifies? I never leave home without it. That's right, Gestifees, the new natural effervescent powder for an instant refreshing relief from heartburn and stomach indigestion. Just add Gestifees into cup of water, drink, and you're good to go. Gestifees, your relief on the go. Gestifees is from the House of Gestede. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Made and marketed by Ranbaxy Nigeria Limited, a Sun Pharma company.
Hey there. Sharing is caring, and sharing your phone's hotspot is a great way to help a friend in need. But wait, are you keeping your data safe? Here are smart tips to control your data while sharing your hotspot. Lock down your hotspot with a strong password to ensure there are no data party crashes. Also, remember to change your password frequently to avoid unauthorized use of your data. So, go on, share your connection with loved ones securely and still have plenty of data left. Visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Association of Licensed Telecoms Operators and the Nigerian Communications Commission.
Of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this? Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said hfm.com. Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
If you're looking for a regular income, life insurance cover, yes, we are the one. Competitive investment returns, flexible entry and exit, that you can.
Looking for a smart investment with extra peace of mind? Introducing the Utica Custodian Assured Fixed Income Fund, UCAF, from Utica Capital Limited. UCAF is a fixed income mutual fund that offers investors life insurance that covers permanent disabilities and death caused by accident. The fund also pays up to 10 times of your principal investment for life's unexpected moments. Utica Custodian Assured Fixed Income Fund is managed by Utica Capital Limited, a funds and portfolio management firm approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. For further inquiries on investing in UCAF, email Utica Capital on cis@uticacap.com or send us a chat via WhatsApp on 0703-164-8649. Please consult your professional advisor for guidance before subscribing. UCAF, invest, insure.
Every morning, na better chance to carry your hustle go higher level. So, make you start your day with the correct taste of Nescafe. Start strong, finish strong. Nescafe.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. This is the Fintex show. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. Kofi Bartels is right by me, and we're joined on the show by Ni Adeoshun and Razak Olaegbe. Just before this, we were talking about the wahala in the mining sector. Now, I was just going through certain figures to see the nations with the most reserves for lithium in the world. There's one African country in the top 10. And that country is Zimbabwe. They are 7th. Chile has the most in terms of reserves. Australia is 2nd. Argentina 3rd. China 4th. United States of America 5th. Canada 6th. Zimbabwe 7th. Brazil 8th. Portugal 9th. Now, the number 10 is occupied by all the other countries combined. That's where Nigeria is. In fact, those countries combined have about 12.7% of the global reserves, which is about 3.3 million tons of lithium ore. When it comes to using what they have, Australia uses it more than Chile. Chile is number 1, Australia number 2, but Australia produces much more than like close to almost double of what Chile produces, and China at third. Zimbabwe is producing. Surprisingly, they are seventh in terms of reserve, but in terms of production, they are sixth. Some would say, now Igbo people, they produce that thing for that country. We know, but it is what it is. Let's leave it at that.
Can we do the same thing?
Yeah, Abi. I saw one video of one South African, black South African woman begging for apartheid to come back. Like, please give us apartheid back. Things were better when we had. I don't understand that kind of thing, but it's like some people call for the military to come back in Nigeria. But you know, you can laugh at these things, but you gotta ask yourself, what is the kind of frustration that a so-called free people can go through to the point where they are asking for their former masters to come and colonize them again, or for the military to take over again? Those in leadership should ask themselves those questions. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, by the way. Join the conversation. Nigeria Info, you cannot miss it. And take this number down again. You'll need it to contact us even after the show is done. You'll be able to speak with Niyade Oshun or one of the people, or not speak. It's a WhatsApp number. WhatsApp, send a message. You will be responded to.
No calls.
No calls. No calls. And no regular text messages. WhatsApp. 0912 171 2885. 091 2171 2885. So the question I was asking before we went on the break was, why is lithium in such high demand? Ogani?
I mean, we've had a conversation about when something is in high demand, it's about value.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Something that powers engines, powers electricity, powers batteries, and all of that. I mean, those are the reasons why it's in high demand. All right? And we cannot do without these things. All right? We cannot do without them. For me, I would more like focus, all right? Because while you spoke about those things, all I'm telling myself in my head is we have to look inward, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can live in some of those places where these things are prevalent. One of the states you can find lithium ore is Plateau State. It's in Plateau State, right? I have a group of people, and these guys, they go into those, deep bushes. They bring the things they see. They see mineral resources. They see precious stones in this country. From the ground, precious stones, big lumps of precious stones. All right. I've told you about a country where diamond, you understand, is a major mainstay of how they built the nation. You get it. So these things are needed in the Western countries. All right. So if anybody who lives maybe in the north, you understand, it's about time. It's about time to start saying that, because our responsibility here is to bring information. All right? We bring information, we bring opportunities to people, because if you remember, at the heart of the core of starting this show, the plan was to take people out of poverty.
Yeah.
That was the conversation initially.
A post-subsidy era. We don't even say it anymore because we've moved away from that era.
Yeah, we moved away from
that era.
And that subsidy is even back. It's bad enough. You understand? So
that's confusing.
So
because you can't really say post-subsidy era because there is subsidy. You don't understand what this new subsidy is.
You see it now. So there's no subsidy being paid somewhere that is hidden, that is not being spoken, because of contradictions. And it's about government, really. When you talk about us knocking the government, we cannot stop knocking them because they made up their minds. They said they want to lead. If you want to lead the people, please lead them right. All right?
Yeah.
You got it. So these things, when you hear there is a demand and you're on the supply side, go and put your eyes there. I mean, to be honest, that's what got me into solid minerals.
Yeah.
I started saying, okay, they said they can use lead for this. Let me tell you, if you find time, go and look at how crude oil is being distilled. When crude oil is being when it's being processed, all right, it's processed at a particular temperature. All right. Now, when it gets to a certain point, it starts to distill different things. Then you can be able to get PMS, You're able to get what they call them AGO, you understand? You know, I think it's even the lowest, you understand?
DPK.
DPK, you understand? You're able to get aviation fuel. You're able to get what they call something called a naphtha and all of that. It is the same thing, all right? When you throw a huge lump of lithium ore in there, it starts to produce different things, you understand? So why they look for all of those things largely is the fact that when you look at one lithium ore, you'll be shocked about the number of minerals that it distills into. So there's a container taking gold or probably taking this, you understand, you know. And that's why it is, because at the end of the day, they know that once it is distilled, you understand, there's a lot of money to make in the international community, and that's what it is.
Like Razak was saying that you know, you hear lithium ore, you just think batteries and power and all of that, but it's a lot more than that.
It is more than that.
It's much more than that.
When I heard lithium, okay, what is lithium? What is it used for? So I begin to dig. It is used for airplane, speed, high-speed trains.
Okay.
Cell phone, camera, battery, your laptop, bicycle, ship, aluminium. It is used to refine iron, zinc. All those is so powerful.
Did you even say armored cars?
Yes, armored cars.
Armored tank.
Electric vehicle. Electric vehicle. So they use it for rechargeable batteries and non-rechargeable batteries. Lithium is so powerful. It's according to the story I heard, in Kwara State, a city called Bani, all the farmers there, they've left their farms.
Oh yeah,
they don't go to a farm.
Yeah, that's it.
They've joined the illegal mining.
Yeah,
all the children, parents, all of them, they now into.
That is where the confusion is, because you did say if you're in the north, or as Razak says in Kwara, and you have it's there. The question is, how do you do it legally? I mean, I'm aware that there is a deposit in my family compound. You know, what do I do? I mean, how do I mine legally? Or in this case, I mean, if I called you now, I just discovered that I have lithium. Then what? Can you even mine it legally?
Okay, so let me tell you straight. You cannot stop illegal mining in our climate. You can't. I remember I told you I was robbed.
Are you also saying we can't stop illegal oil bunkering?
You can't stop it. You cannot stop it.
We can't.
I'm just being sincere.
It's like saying you can stop smuggling. Can't.
You cannot.
I thought we could.
We can't.
It's not possible.
I thought we could.
We cannot.
If you take me seriously.
In Abakaliki, when I used to travel to the east to go and look for lead ore, all right, you'll see this very. So we used to call it the pit. It's called a pit, right? Yeah. It's so deep, and everybody's busy. It's a lot of work because nobody supports them. So you see them with their what they call cutlasses, with their heavy hammers. You understand? You know, hitting the ground, taking those things and putting in the bags. You know, and that's where they feed from. Remember, there's poverty in the land. You got it. So people must feed. Okay, they've come to find out that so they allocate a certain portion for a family and tell because it is in their custody. You got it. Even if you take what they call it, security agencies there's no way you're not going to compromise them. All right. In fact, when I was robbed then, and we got to the police station in Abakaliki, I was shocked at what happened. Do you know what happened?
Tell me.
Police said they cannot go into that town. Police.
What was it you were looking for then again?
It was lead. Police said that they cannot go there. Do you know what they did? They had to go and look for one of them that is in the police that is an indigene before they could go to that place, because they said they may not come out alive. You don't understand. I mean that was a shocker. Do you understand? They said if they go there, you understand, that they are not guaranteed that they will come out alive. So they have to go and look for a citizen, somebody that is a member of that community that is also in the police, to actually come and lead them to go to that place.
In Kwara State.
So the summary is that there are some places that law enforcement agents cannot even go.
I mean, I should come and go there.
You now say you can't come and go there. You don't understand?
Yeah, I'm looking for lithium. When I get lithium here.
No, I've been to Zamfara. Look, let me tell you. When they talk banditry, I understand it. You know, I've been to Zamfara. I've been to some very deep places where you would, you know, when you get to a certain local government, I'll take a bike. I'll take a bike for 3 hours, going on, not coming on. 3 hours into the bush. I'll look at myself like this. I say, if you die here,
nobody go know.
Nobody go know. And nobody really knows where I'm at. You get it? Then I see those northern guys, all right? I mean, they look like some buzus, you understand, that you cannot even understand whether they're really in Nigeria. Is this Nigeria? Do you understand? You know? So they have these long knives, you know, tied to their arms, you understand? So when banditry started, I could put two and two together and say, okay, those guys I used to see. So when they hear there's one banditry in Zamfara, you know, I can relate. When they say there's banditry going on in those places, I can relate to those things. So is it those people who have access to these things that you have seen that you now say that you want to go and stop them from mining? Oga, you have to have everything.
Go long.
Go long.
In Bana in Kwara State, I want to reiterate what he said about the law enforcement. In fact, in that part of Kwara State, the law enforcement, they are your permits.
Yeah.
Once you pay them,
yes,
you have secured a permit to go
and do your illegal. That's
whatever
it.
you want to.
You got it. You got it.
They give you access.
That's exactly what it is.
Nobody can disturb you.
That is
nobody
the truth.
can stop you.
They are the police.
Yes. They want to give you. They give you access.
That is very true.
And you can go ahead. If you are bringing truck, want to send to the police, they give you access.
That's exactly
just go ahead. Mine for as long until you drop dead.
That is the truth about it.
So they are your permits.
That's actually the truth.
Because for the artisan, some of them make as much as 10,000 naira per day to mine. For the law enforcement, they collect 20k per permit per person. So if your truck is coming, it's 20k. Just drop it. That's your permit. Nobody can stop you. Just go ahead. And most of the parents, children, they are dropping out of school. They are quitting farming because lithium is profitable to direct, to feed, to live. Why should I go to school? So they are making money every day.
So
go to Elisha now. There's gold in Elisha.
So these people are mining, right?
Yes.
Probably on their own property.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly. Yes, now in my backyard.
And they are selling it. I guess that they are just selling it for Toro Kobo.
Yes.
Because they don't have that knowledge.
They don't have the knowledge.
Yeah, they don't have the knowledge. That's what makes the difference.
So if I find, what can you do for me?
Let me give you an example. There was a time I went to Kogi State, and my plan at that time, you know, when I started doing, you know, commodities and all, I was trying to work with their cooperatives, you know, because I'm very particular about empowering people. All right, and I realized, you know, when I go to those places, I see opportunities, and at that time I was talking to a couple of people that I can give you people export contracts for this your cashew, so you can cut off middlemen. You understand? So that these guys can become more prosperous. That was my plan, you know. When I had that conversation, you know what they told me?
Tell me.
They said they're not interested in export. That they want to sell now and collect the money and eat.
Now.
You don't kid me? You know.
I see.
It's a daily thing.
Yeah, so I started thinking, look, it's difficult to take a man that is in poverty out of poverty. It looks like it's difficult. So you tell him that, look, no, this thing that you're selling, some people are taking it and making times 1 million of what you're making. Can I help you?
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. let me help you. Put yourselves together.
I don't
Form
care.
A cooperative. Let me get you a contract. I'll get you a contract.
I'm not interested.
You don't get. You know, they said no, that they want to sell now.
I'm not interested.
And I say, God, it's horrible.
It is. It is.
A truck pay you pay a truck 2.6 million per truck to help you take it off the land.
You know, you see,
per day. That's a day's work.
Yes. So that's a 30-ton truck. You know, when you're talking about 1 ton here, you know, and you know, I look at everything, you know, and you're really not this figure.
That's a full 30-ton truck.
Yes. Look, I used to pay,
and it's $70,000 per ton.
You know,
and so $70,000 times 30. That's $2.1 million. So that truck that's leaving that road, if it's full, if it's full.
So there was a time I used to be at the bonded terminal in Apapa. So where we're loading containers, right? You understand? And I remember when you're talking about lithium now, it used to be titanium at some point, and it comes in very small lumps. Titanium. You don't sit in the you sit in the what do you call it? You sit in the sack. It's not usually big. You understand? But extremely very expensive. So when you see the man that brings it, who owns it, that very, very, very container that they are loading, you understand? You look at the guy like this, you're like, man, this guy's a billionaire.
Femi, this is the other side. This is the other side. Lithium is acidic.
Yes, it is.
So when those artisans are done with say, the mining, they have to take it to the river and clean it. Now, guess where that river goes? To the farmland.
To the farmland. So it destroys. So that's the downside of it.
So why should I go there?
It even destroys agriculture.
Yes.
It probably pollutes the water.
Yes.
Because some of these people
Yes.
use this water, and all of a sudden, it's like naturally most minerals. So locations that have these minerals, it's both a blessing and a curse.
So this is my thought.
Yes.
I'm asking myself, why can't we have modular refinery as we have in petroleum?
Yeah.
These guys empower them, give them license to have a modular place to refine.
That was where I was actually coming to. You see, that thing you're calling poison. Look, everything God has created, all right, is useful.
Yeah.
Yes.
That pollution you're talking about can be recycled, all right?
Yeah, true.
It can be recycled.
True, because even it's in its natural form, there's recycling,
Exactly.
there's separation of
I'm
this,
telling
that.
you. I'm telling you. So it gets into that river. It gets
It's
to a
our
certain
processing
point.
that-
Yeah, exactly. It gets to a point. A chemical is added to it. You understand? That brings it back to usefulness. That's all that's required. So there is no loss. Look, let me tell you. In this age of technology, I see people do a lot. You see people. People are beginning to bake cake without flour. You don't.
You can have egg now, now, without chicken.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot. There's a lot that's going on in terms of knowledge sharing and all of those things.
But are we ready for that?
So the people in government must take their responsibility. If they don't know what to do, there are people that know what to do. Call us. Let us help you. The bottom line is our people should be out of poverty. It's very critical.
It is.
Very critical.
Very critical. Which is what we've been talking about. How to. The last part of my question was how to maximize the gains of our mineral deposits, which essentially is part of what you are saying. So we have these deposits. You did say that the government had indicated that because Tesla uses a lot of lithium.
Oh yeah. That's it.
The Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe is making a lot of money from lithium production for Tesla and all of that. It's one of the countries where they get that hefty deposit. The Chinese have some serious deposit, which is why they've revolutionized electric vehicles and all of this to the point where America is even blocking them now. They have thousands and thousands of electric vehicles to transport. America is saying it's not entering this country because you guys are going to spoil the market.
Let me just break your heart. When you hear that, sorry about your heart, don't worry, it won't break. Sorry. Now, when you hear that Elon Musk goes to China, all right, it's because of these things, right? Now, the sad story is that in our environment, you can be talking about a place like Zimbabwe because they have some kind of structure. In our country, they will take these things out. We don't ever get credit for these things.
We don't.
So they will take lithium ore to China. You hear that we're exporting lithium ore to China, but it is to Elon Musk company in China.
In China, yeah.
And they will tell you that it came from another country. We don't even get credit from it.
Yeah.
So this happens across all the things that we have, from our leather, to our skin, all of those things. Nigerians don't get credit for anything.
We do not.
And that's just what the truth
The
is.
same way we don't get credit for our yam in Ghana.
Exactly.
No, these people have collected.
No.
While you were saying that,
we shouldn't end the show with fights. That's not the plan.
Kofi was scanning through lands that were seized from farmers. Listen, farmlands that were seized from Kebbi farmers and allocated to a Chinese firm. I'm sure it's not because of corn and cassava that they collected those farms. It cannot be. It can't just be that the Chinese farm wants to plant corn and
there's something on that.
There's something in those lands.
No, it's Nigeria is too blessed. You know, it's too blessed to be cursed. But are we really blessed? Are we taking the blessings? You understand? When you're saying what you're saying concerning lithium, what does it require? All right. Look for a Chinese company to come and set up a battery processing plant in local government. It is a simple thing. They'll come with equipment. In fact, there is a coffee processing plant that is currently being plant that's currently being built in Plateau State. As I speak to you, my friend and classmate is the one doing the road. He's doing the road. He said, "Look, Olani, that the equipment for processing of coffee, as I speak to you." This was about last week. It is being cleared at the port. Yeah, you get it. And that's not rocket science. Get people, go to China. You're a governor. You're a local government chairman. Can't you make a name for your generation and say, look, you were the one that brought, and they will come with power. They will tell you, look, because there are a lot of sources of power. The same lithium will power the plants. So why are they not doing it? Why are we mentally lazy? That's the question, really.
Oh, serious. I hear that Chinese farm is called Green Agricultural West Africa. And they've collected lands worth almost 2 million hectares.
Oh, wow.
Almost 2 million hectares for a 99-year lease.
And Nigerians are sleeping.
And the farmers are protesting and fighting. We know how those fights will end.
Femi, something when we don't have the full story. Guess what?
Yeah.
In Kwara State, many of those illegal miners are Chinese.
Because when you really look at that, because
Chinese.
Yeah, that's true. That's the truth.
My question has always been, Kofi was going to make a point.
Yeah, in Ghana too is a problem.
Yeah,
it's a big problem. It's a big problem.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that they used to go and kill some people.
Oh
I think I remember you mentioned.
So when China has the most production in lithium, and they are number 2 in terms of deposit. They're number 3 in terms of the number 3 or 4 production. The question is it actual deposits, or are they just gathering these things from African countries and all these places and just moving in, and we're not getting any credit?
We do not get any credit.
But again, not to malign the Chinese. If you do not know what to do with your God-given asset, people who know what to do with it will do something with it. That's the show. We gotta go. But next week we'll expand on this, and there will be more time to talk about energy. There is a whole lot. Don't forget, for your comments and questions, 0912 171 2885. Until next week, have a wonderful week ahead.
Bye.
From humble beginnings in the heart of Lagos, an epic saga of success arises. Presenting The Unveiling. Join us for the 3-in-1 event on
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.